Can you believe there are over 200 frozen bodies just chilling on Mount Everest? Wild, right? It's like a real-life horror story up there. You can still see many of these today, and climbers use them as trail markers. They call this eerie place the death zone. It's pretty intense, right? A place that's way up high, super cold, and honestly pretty harsh. It's so intense that your body starts to feel it the second you step in. On Everest, you don't just conquer the mountain chooses who stays and who never makes it back down. You know, Everest has been the ultimate test of human endurance for decades, pushing our limits and dreams. Climbing that massive peak is like chasing the wildest adventure ever. It towers a mind-blowing 8,948 meters high, way above where planes even fly. Imagine a place so empty and far away that people actually call it the third pole of the Earth. Pretty wild, huh? It's like a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Every year, hundreds of climbers from around the world make the pilgrimage to Nepal, drawn by one dream: to stand at the top of the world. It's absolutely wild how they train for years, pouring in tons of cash, all just to chase their dreams. Seriously, isn't that crazy? And when they finally arrive at the base camp, surrounded by prayer flags fluttering in the cold wind, they believe they're ready. But Everest is not a mountain. It's a force, one that humbles arrogance and punishes mistakes. It waits patiently. Above 8,000 meters, there's this super scary spot every mountaineer fears: the death zone. It's a place where survival gets tough, and the air is thin. Can you believe it? Up here, the oxygen levels are just a third of what you breathe at sea level. It's wild, right? Makes you feel a bit lightheaded. Your lungs are gasping, your mind feels like it's about to burst, and your body starts eating itself. It's a wild ride, right? Even standing still drains your strength. The temperature can plummet to 60 degrees. Winds roar like jet engines. Frostbite can sneak up on you, grabbing your fingers before you even feel the sting. It's wild how quickly it can happen. At that altitude, every step feels like drowning. You move in slow motion, your heartbeat echoing in your ears. One wrong breath, a misplaced foot, and just like that, you're in the mountains' forever silence. It's wild how quickly things can change, right? Once you kick the bucket up here, you just kinda stay put, right? Everest is a wild place, and getting someone down is super risky, you know. Helicopters just can't fly that high, and climbers can't risk their lives carrying the dead. It's a tough situation, you know. So the mountain keeps them, frozen in time, perfectly preserved by the cold. Their faces, still pale beneath layers of ice. Their clothing, still bright after decades. They've totally become part of the scenery, like little whispers of the mountain's amazing history. As climbers ascend, they pass bodies sitting upright in the snow, arms outstretched, as if reaching for something just out of reach. They pass others lying face down in the ice, forever staring into the abyss. And then, there's one that everyone knows: green boots. Near a rocky cave on the northeast ridge, a pair of neon green mountaineering boots marks one of the mountain's most haunting landmarks. Green boots, the body everyone talks about, has been hanging out in that cave since 1996, just chilling there, you know. He sits cross-legged, back against the wall, one arm on his knee, just chilling and soaking it all in. His face is completely covered in frost and shadow. So many climbers have just walked right past him, you know. Some folks take a moment to breathe, totally clueless they're flirting with danger. He is believed to be Sewang Paljor, an Indian border police officer who joined an expedition to conquer Everest that year. He reached the top, but never came back. On May 10, 1996, a violent storm swept across the mountain. Winds exceeded 160 kilometers per hour, visibility dropped to 0. Teams from around the world were trapped near the summit, exhausted, freezing, and running out of oxygen. Palio and his teammates tried to descend, but they were caught in the storm's full fury. Temperatures plummeted. Communication broke down. One by one, they tumbled into the snow, dazed, totally lost, and gasping for air. It was a wild scene, you know. Palja found shelter in that tiny cave on the ridge. The last spot anyone saw him alive. It was dark and cozy. But little did they know what would happen next. He sat down to rest, likely believing he'd continue. Once the winds eased, unaware that he had just signed his own death warrant. When the storm cleared, rescuers found his body, frozen in that same position, a silent warning to every climber that would follow. Green Boots isn't alone. Tons of others have faced this wild journey too. It's really something, right? There are so many more out there, scattered across the slopes, each with its own unique story. A moment of giving in, you know. Sleeping Beauty, a woman who climbed to the top, but just couldn't get down. It's like she reached her dreams but got stuck up there, you know? Rainbow Valley is this awesome trail, packed with colorful jackets left by climbers. It's like a vibrant treasure hunt, right? So many voices out there, forgotten and unheard. Their last breaths just fading away in the breeze. It's like they're whispering stories that no one gets to hear, you know, to the climbers who pass them. These frozen figures remind everyone that on Everest, death isn't just a tragedy. It's part of the game. It's all just part of the journey, you know. We're climbing together, step by step, and having a blast while doing it. Everest doesn't roar, it whispers. It whispers in the sound of the wind, in the crunch of snow under your boots, in the quiet moments between breaths. Climbers come each year, chasing their dreams of glory and adventure. Some people totally make it to the top, while others just don't. And those who stumble, they never really go away. They stick around, you know. Their bodies stay there, untouched by time, forever watching over our dreams and struggles. You know, it's like they're always with us, guiding us through life's ups and downs. On Everest, victory and death share the same view, and in the thin air above the clouds, where the world falls away into silence, the mountain remembers every name, every story, and every wild adventure that's ever gone down. It holds all those memories close, like a friend who never forgets.